So this is a criminal case that has been launched by the Spanish authorities against the high responsible of a company that fabricated and sold steel that was used in the genocide against the Palestinian population by the Israeli forces. It's an incredibly important step because it is maybe the first time in Europe in which the complicity of private actors in this genocide is being investigated. So there is the indiction starting now about against one of the people who has been responsible for these transactions with the Israeli government, with the Israeli, sorry, authorities and private actors. This is important for several reasons. Not only because this is about commercial relationships with Israeli actors who have an active role in the current genocide in Gaza, it is also trying to find indirect responsibilities, even if you're not selling weapons directly. And one of the means to get to there has been simply to use the fact that this private actor has not asked for an authorization from the government, which would have been denied before proceeding to this transaction. And the judge has considered at this stage that he could not ignore the fact that the steel he was selling would be used to nourish and nurture the current genocide in Gaza. In this current situation, we have a private association that has initiated the case, which has been very active in denouncing the facts and trying to fight against it. I represent victims of the genocide at the International Criminal Court. And I think this is one of the next steps the court should take. They have issued arrest warrants against the main Israeli political responsible, but now they have not only to look for the responsibilities at the military level, but also at the private sector level and the complicities they have benefited from in the Western countries in order to commit their crimes. And so we are, of course, are going to inform them of what is going on. My colleague Omer Schatz has brought a separate case on the incitement to genocide at the International Criminal Court. And the natural next case is, of course, to try to identify those who have kept on maintaining transactions that could directly or indirectly fuel the current crimes and genocide commitments. They're going to have to explain themselves and try to establish their innocence, the three people that have been indicted. What is important also is that they've gone for the highest level of responsibilities at the corporation and that they haven't gone against the corporation itself, which is often a very easy way for executives to avoid their criminal liability, to say this is a corporation and it's the responsibility of the corporation, it's not our personal liability. But the judge has avoided this in a very interesting move. One of the factors that has brought him to act this way is simply because the facts were denounced by the unions of the company themselves. The unions themselves cooperated and brought a lot of elements to the judge to try to denounce what was going on. And I think this is one of the next steps in terms of social mobilization to try to stop the scandal of what is going on in Gaza is to rely on this people's solidarity, because we've seen that or the members of the government and in more general the elites have not been very sensitive to what was going on and haven't taken the steps that people expected they would. And so we're seeing that the unions mobilization in general, which whether it's from dockers, from companies like this one, the work of insiders who act as whistleblowers is critical to try to deploy and see how is it possible that Israel has not only committed those crimes but has been able to maintain an economical system that has allowed it to push it further.